Hello. How's it going? Oh, strange. Um, yeah, I only see one viewer. I mean, zero viewers. Do you mind saying something in the chat if you're here? Hmm. Okay, well, I guess we found a bug. I am seeing one viewer, no Twitch chat. Um, oh, weird. Okay. I actually see it. This is not what I thought the stream was gonna be. Yes. Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. Um, it's been kind of a crazy morning. So yeah, you're right. Actually, that needed to be dismissed to see it. I didn't notice that the other, yes, or a couple days ago when I was streaming, but appreciate uh that. Okay, well, in regular fashion, since you've joined, I will start with a little grounding. I typically start most streams with using these tuning forks. They're tuned to G and C, which is very nice for grounding. Really good for like if you're feeling anxious or some type of anxiety. And I typically do it either in the morning, midday, before I go to bed, or just whenever I'm feeling like I need a moment. So hopefully this is a nice way for you to wake up and also ground with me. So honestly, that was really helpful. I hope you enjoyed that. The microphone setup, I think, also helps because before I was just using my Mac microphone. Um, yeah, so crazy day, morning. That was really, really lovely. I'll start by maybe we'll just do a poll for the weekend. It's, we're coming close to Halloween, and I mean, for me, um, there are many activities coming up. And oh, yes, how am I doing the sound? Hello, welcome. So I am using these tuning forks. It's from a brand called Biosonics. It's actually this, I would say, pretty much the inventor or founder. He's not the founder of tuning forks. They've existed for centuries, but he did a lot of in-depth research around how tuning forks can really help the nervous system tune certain things in our bodies. I also have another fork that, has a little, and maybe I'll bring it on to the stream next time, but you can also, it has a crystal at the bottom and you can use it on certain body parts. So that's something like pretty lovely in terms of if you have some type of tight area of your body. It kind of helps, I think the vibration from the fork itself is really helpful. So yeah, definitely look into it. These are tunes G and C, which helps with the nervous system and just calming and grounding. So okay, so I'll get started. I'm going to do a quick pull for the weekend. I have this tarot deck from, let's say, it's the most common tarot deck. Oh, sorry if you can see this. It's by Rider-Waite. Really, it's the most original tarot deck, and a lot of the new oracle decks are actually based off of this original one. So yeah, it's really, really awesome. And there's a lot of symbology within this tarot deck as well. So typically a lot of my streams, I kind of go through, some of the symbology, what it could mean, ways that you can use it in different readings. So yeah, let's get started here. Okay, so my camera is set up. Let's see if you can see the pull itself. So, if you're familiar with tarot or you're just starting out, typically, I like to use it as a self-reflection tool. Obviously, there are different spreads like past, present, future that you can use that, some people can say they can tell the future, but really it's really the decks are designed for you to really kind of reflect on yourself. Each of the archetypes and that live within the deck are very relatable to everything that goes on in life. So it's nice because if you think about it, we always have a million one things going on. So sometimes starting out your day or even just asking a specific question can be really useful in helping guide what what the outcome could be, what you can focus on. So yeah, today, let's see. Maybe we can do today as just like, what can I look forward to during this season? We did just start Scorpio season, which is a really big time of reflection. It can be a very intense time where, emotional things kind of come up. And so, yeah, let's pull a card for that. There is no, again, with shuffling, some people say that you got to shuffle a very specific way. There is no proper way to shuffle. It's really what feels good and intuitive to you. I typically like to pull from dominant hand below, and then I do like a break, and then also split it into threes. So you'll see that here. But again, sometimes I feel like, that's my common shuffle, but sometimes I do something completely different because that's what's calling me at that moment. And one other thing about shuffling is you typically, because this is so intention based, you want to really clarify what your intention is. And sometimes it's like you just want to know what you can focus on for that day, or just like give me a message. But a lot of the times too, tarot is not a yes or no. So you kind of keep the questions a little more around like, what can I do for this? Or can you tell me something about this situation? How can I approach X, Y, and Z? So, all right, let's get started. So what can I look forward to during this season? What can I look forward to during this season? Oh, wow. Okay. So a couple things here. This is I've been getting a lot of swords recently. And something that I mentioned in my last stream is like, in a couple streams probably, because it's been coming up a lot for me. But swords, if this is a part of the minor arcana part of the deck, so things are in specific numerology. Starts from ace, which is 1, ends at 10, which is a completion of something, and all the different suits are related to a specific element. So, for example, swords is related to air. When you think of air, if you're into astrology, you can kind of think of air as also related to the air signs. So Gemini, uh, Libra, Aquarius, air signs, other than just saying they're airy, are very intellectual, very smart. They have a lot of power. And, and thinking about some of that too, um, there's a lot. I mean, there's a lot more to dissect there, but this I'll start by reading this as a um, what is it, upright position card. This is 8 of Swords. As you can see, obviously there's 8 swords here. This person is blindfolded and pretty much like held. Um, in a way, they're kind of like caught in an entanglement, um, and honestly, this is, you know, um, this could really mean that you're stuck somewhere. It could feel, yes, like sadness. It could also feel like you're a loss of power. So again, swords are typically related to intellect or power. And this person is standing very still, maybe trying to make small, minor movements to move past something. Um, and when cards are in reverse typically could mean an inner, like an inward experience. It could mean you're maybe blocked by something currently happening, a situation in your life. But yes, it is really a stuck feeling. It doesn't feel good, but I think with any card, there is, let's just say, there's no such thing as a bad card. There are challenging cards, but with any of those challenges, it gives us an opportunity to kind of go inward and spend time kind of reflecting on what is making us feel stuck. How can we move past it? So what I really like to do also when pulling cards is really just journaling. The power of journaling is amazing. I've learned so much about myself, and just pulling cards for myself and using that prompt to journal. Um, so that is really how I'm reading this right now. I mean, and when you think back to the intention of what can I look forward to this, during this season, I mean, again, it is Scorpio season. It is a very emotional time. It is a time that, let's just say a cycle is coming to an end so that some new opportunities can come uh, following. So it could feel really dark. It could feel really emotional. It could, you could feel really stuck. But this is a calling and a message to kind of move past that and move a little forward. Kind of take time for yourself and reflect. I definitely know that I need to take time for myself. It's it's been calling me for quite some time, and I am, uh, you know, being a Scorpio myself, I am actually spending my birthday doing some solo things, doing some art and nature journaling. So this is actually the perfect perfect card, and it is really calling me. And I hope this somewhat resonates with you. And yeah, that's kind of all I got today. I kind of just wanted to come on here before the weekend and test a couple of things, but thank you so much for joining. I typically do longer streams, longer readings, going through multiple cards, but today was just a little quick one for the weekend. Anyway, hope to see you guys soon. Thank you so, so much for joining. Have a great weekend and spooky time. I hope you guys are all celebrating.